Yeah, you mentioned that you changed your setup
Yeah,
around.
it's not a difficulty involving that. I don't think it's just usual Twitch mess ups.
Nice.
Twitch is going to shit!
Okay, we are back. Welcome. I don't know what everyone heard, so I'll just give a quick. I'll back up a couple seconds in the summary. I'm not exactly sure where we disconnected. So yeah, we'll go back a little bit. So the party, in their quest to reconnect the dragon egg, the stolen dragon egg, with its mother, are trying to find their way to Galahad's Arrow, a comet that streaks through the Sindrian sphere once every 50 or so years. So they do need to catch it on time, or they will miss it. Oh, I just saw it buffer again, so now I'm paranoid.
No.
Oh no.
What's going on?
Oh, you know what I bet it is? And I know this is going to sound tinfoil hat. It's probably because Wrath of the Lich King dropped today that Twitch is going crazy.
Oh no.
Everyone's streaming Warcraft and it's like, ah!
Oh.
Okay, hang on. I don't think we disconnected that time. It just buffered.
No.
Oh,
We're good.
No,
maybe.
you jinxed it. We're jinxing it now.
Yeah, I think we're okay. Chat, did we have a little accident there? Did it disconnect? Okay. I guess we'll just continue. Okay, we're good on chat zone. All right, that's all that matters. Okay, we'll continue. So, in order to catch the comet, they have gone through Starsight Tower, which is an astronomy tower that orbits the center of the Sindrian sphere, and they've charted a path to intercept Galahad's Arrow. But unfortunately, traveling that path to intercept will take them through Baelor's Belt, which is an asteroid field that pirates are known to frequent. In particular, a rather nasty pirate known as Void Eye Versa and her ship, the Dark Mantle. And so the party set off on their towards their destination, the interception point, and on their travels, they realized that supplies were running short on the ship, as the Valinor Hawk was not expecting 3 extra passengers. And the party decided to remedy the food supply shortage with some fishing. But after some mishaps involving biting and then getting bit by a space eel, with the scent of blood in the air, they attracted some scavers, including a massive brown scaver that tore a hole in the sail and attacked them.
We'll eat good tonight.
Or get eaten.
And
Never,
so
never.
that was where we left off, with the party just beginning that combat encounter. So that's where we'll return. So let's get going. I'm not seeing any other issues, so we're just gonna cross our fingers that doesn't happen again. Yeah, somebody will be eating tonight. That's right. Alrighty. So, as we return to the deck of the Valinor Hawk, you guys had just stabbed some of those space eels that you pulled up in your net after they were wriggling around on the deck. And after smelling blood in the air from Glacey's bite wounds, you quickly whirl around to see a giant scaver crashing through your solar sails, tearing a rather large hole. So I would say at this moment, Adam and Glacey, you guys are still focused on the fact that you were trying to off those space eels before they could eat you or bite at you anymore. And the first to react as the scaver approaches is actually Iris.
Yeah.
So Iris, you spin around to see this giant scaver tear a hole in your sail. How do you react?
All right. I let out a loud gasp, and I point at the shark. It's a shark!
The others, you
Lacey-
hear that and begin to spin around to react.
Lacey spins around and sort of just stares at it for a moment before a ear-to-ear smile grows on her cheek. Dinner!
So still your turn, Iris.
All right. Okay. What can I do here? Oh wait, where are my spells? Oh, to actually be in the spell tab.
That usually does help.
Yeah. All right. Okay, I am going to reposition right here, so I'm not the closest thing to that shark, right?
Very well. Yeah, you take a step back.
Right. Do we know how big this shark is? Is it like a big boy?
Yeah, it's a rather large shark.
Ooh.
Currently it's kind of it's floating through space. So it is above you guys, about 15 feet up.
15 feet up. Okay. Let's see. Alright, I would like to cast Frost. Wait, is that a touch? Hold on. Is that a touch?
Always good to check.
Yeah.
It'll say in the range part of the spell.
Oh, I'm blind. It's 60 feet. Gotcha. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and try and hit it with a frostbite.
Very well. So it will make a con save to try to avoid that. What's okay? It rolled a 9, which does not beat your 13, so you can roll your damage against it.
Nice. Say it's a 1d6.
Mhm.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay, hit it with 6. Nice.
All right. Not bad.
Heck yeah. Alright, and I remember, I think Glacy took 6 hit points last time.
I did.
I
Yes,
think.
Glacy was injured last time.
Yeah. So, I think I'm gonna save my bonus action. I should be good. And I think that will go ahead and end my turn there. Yeah.
Very well. Then next in the turn order is the Scaver.
Oh.
Who is going to, as it kind of flies down towards the deck of the ship, it kind of cuts a hole in your sail in that direction, and then just circles back around to try to bite at Glacy. Since Glacy is the one who was bleeding.
Let's go!
But your frostbite will grant it disadvantage on this attack.
Heck yeah.
So we shall see.
It was totally calculated, by the way, guys.
We know.
Yeah. You guys know.
All right. So the first one was a hit, but the disadvantage makes it miss. So as it wheels around towards Glacy to try to bite, its movements are a little bit sluggish from the coating of frost that slowly covers it from Iris's frostbite. and because it's just a little bit slower than usual, Glacey's able to step out of the way as it snaps at your shoulder. Which brings us to Adam's turn.
Okay, I'm going to step out this way a little bit, just to kind of space us all out a little bit more. And I'm going to use a guiding bolt. I run my fingers over the glyphs on my glasses and shoot out a guiding bolt.
Very well. All right. Well.
Oh, dang!
Kaboom!
All right. We'll
All
say
right,
you hit it. We'll say that you hit it right in the eye as it wheels around to attack Glacey. You nail it in the eye with a guiding bolt.
Fantastic. So let's do that radiant damage.
Go for it. $18.
All right, so 18 points of radiant damage, and the next person to attack it has advantage.
It's quite a combo you guys have going here.
Yeah.
I know Glacey wants to probably bite it, so I'm trying to help Glacey.
Well,
Oh
It's,
no, no,
uh,
no, 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 no.
your
For a
turn.
meal this big, we don't bite. We cook.
Adam, anything else?
I think that's gonna be my turn. Actually, how wounded does Glacey look?
Glacey?
Not very.
Okay, well then I will hold off on using the bonus action healing light then. So I will hold off on that, and that ends my turn.
Then it's your turn, Glacey.
Let's go. As Glacey had stepped aside, she kind of looks to her arm before raising it and casting forth Scorching Ray with advantage.
All right.
Rolling to hit. Let's fucking go!
Yeah, let's go.
Take it, yes.
So that's the first scorching ray.
Yep. All right. Do all three get advantage?
Just the next
No,
one. It's just the next
just
roll.
just the first one.
All right, so the next two are just at 12, 18, and 19. So all or two hit normally and one hits the crit.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do the flat rolls first. So 1 and 2. Yeah, that would go better. And then the next one is a crit roll. The beams of heated energy just slam into the fish.
The smell of cooked fish begins to fill the air.
Quick question. I'm sorry to interrupt. I don't think I rolled crit damage on the guiding bolt, but that's okay. I don't know if I did that right. It only
Did
rolled
it,
46.
Did not roll it for you?
No,
Usually you
never-
have,
I clicked it off my character sheet, not out of roll 20, so that's my bad.
I'm never certain what it carries over from D&D Beyond with the extension, so if it didn't, then you can roll one extra dice.
One extra dice or one extra
Well, if it
full
only
damage.
if it didn't roll the extra dice, then you should roll the extra dice.
Okay, so it was 46 originally, so I roll 4 more d6.
No, if it crit, then it would just be 5d6 if it was a 4d6 roll.
Gotcha. Four.
Gotcha. Okay, added that to the total damage.
if it helps, I don't know if you're already aware, but the plugin did get a minor update, so you can just use the basic D&D Beyond rolls. So right-click the damage, and you should be able to see roll as crit, roll as flat.
Okay, cool. Yeah, with
Okay, again, sorry about that.
with
Oh,
roll
good.
20, the extension, and D&D Beyond all doing updates, it's a little hard to keep track of everything sometimes. So if that's the end of your turn, Glacy.
It is. I have no other bonus action I wish to expend this turn, but I'm sort of just now rolling my arm as I look to the burns, and I'm kind of looking at everyone. Now I'm even more hungry. Can we hurry this up?
All right. Then that will bring us to Iris's turn once more.
Alright, I'm gonna scrunch my nose up at Glacy. Right. Let's hurry this up then. We have it where we want it. And then I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and cast another frostbite.
All right. So it will make another save. This time it rolls a 16, so it does save.
Oh, darn. Let's see. So then do I still like hit it? Or
The way that the save works, usually for like lower level cantrip spells, it's just if it makes the save, it counts as like essentially a miss.
Darn.
Some higher level save spells will still have an effect even if they save. Like cutting the damage in half or something if they save. But for
Okay.
cantrips, usually it's just damage or no damage with a save.
Alright. Darn, I talked all that smack.
Anything else? That was your action, but you still have everything else.
Yeah, I'm looking. I think my only bonus action is like healing word. Right. No one's hurt too bad. I don't think I have a bonus action with anything else. Oh wait, is when I turn into like an animal form or use starry form, is that a bonus action? Yeah, it is.
Starry form is
Starry-
a bonus, yeah.
Starry form is bonus action. Good.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
could try one of those out if you want.
Let's see. I think I am good for now. I need to reread what everything does again before I feel comfortable doing starry form. So I'm gonna end it right there. I'm gonna go shoot and snap my fingers as I miss.
All right, Beryl. That'll bring us back to the Scaver's turn.
How could you miss? It was 3 feet in front of you.
The mast was in the way. That'll bring us to the Scaver, which is just going to take another bite at Glacy.
Come on.
And that is going to be a hit.
Oh no.
Oh, damn it. How much?
That is going to be that is going to be 11 piercing. And make a dex save for me.
Dex. Go. 14.
All right. Then what the Scaver just tried to do as it bit down onto kind of almost your entire upper body, it just tried to swallow you. But you barely managed to wriggle out of its mouth. So you take the damage, but it does not manage to eat you whole.
Ooh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
Which brings us to Adam's turn.
Okay, I'm going to use bonus action healing light on Glacy. I'm going to use 1d6.
Did it for real? Oh, it did for real.
Yep. It's an unstable connection, yeah.
Aw, no. Come on, not during our shark fight. It's all the WoW players.
It is. Those gosh darn WoW players.
Wow, I can't believe
Yeah,
that.
all those WoW players, they're playing Wrath of the Lich King that they missed all the way back in 2008. Oh.
Oh.
Totally not questing an Utgard Pinnacle. No, what?
Okay, the question was, DM, can I change that 1d6 to 2d6?
Yeah, the answer is yes.
Okay.
I said it, I think 3 times, but I don't know if anyone heard me
Oh,
because it was
no,
all
We did
wow.
glitching.
Glacy, I am not doing you any favors. there's
So
3
that
hit points
was
total.
3?
Oh no!
Or was that only 1 total?
Because I rolled a 2 before and I rolled a 1
It's,
that time.
it's 3 hit points total.
Yeah, 3 hit points total. And then I'm going to use Eldritch Blast as my attack action on the scaver. 13?
13 does hit.
Oh, fantastic. For 10 points of damage, and he will be pushed. Was it 10 feet?
I believe so, yeah. We'll say that you kind of,
So
since it's kind of large and still floating about 5-ish feet up above the ground, you push it kind of upwards and back.
Okay, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to keep it out of. I want to keep Glacy out of its mouth.
Fair enough.
So that's I'm just gonna push it that way, and I'm going to since I haven't moved, I'm gonna move up here to kind of impose myself between Glacy and it,
Fair enough.
and that'll end my turn.
Let's go.
Then that brings us to Glacy's turn.
Now bleeding from her chest, shoulder, and back, she kind of looks to everyone. I just got stitched up. Hello. I ready forth another cast of Scorching Ray.
All right.
So, let's go. Flat roll. 1, 2, 3. Another crit!
Yo!
Alright, so first flat damages. So 1, 2, and finally 3. The crit damage. There you go.
All right.
15, 8, and 16. Max damage. Almost max damage, actually. No, wait. 4d6. No, it's not max damage. Damn it.
Still nice damage.
Damn good damage.
Nah.
I bring new meaning to glass cannon.
Okay, that's quite some damage. Damage taken.
Does it kill it?
No, it does not.
Oh dang.
He's a chunky boy.
Little trunk ball.
But the smell of cooked scales are like...
Okay, thanks, Delta Dogs. I think it DC'd for a second there. That's why the stream says it's only 4 minutes long so far. But it's good that it's not like lagging or anything. It'll probably do that at least 1 or 2 more times for the rest of the stream, but hopefully it doesn't do it too often. It's just an unstable night. Happens sometimes. Okay, so as the scaver shows 24 minutes on your side, interesting. Well, that's unique. All right. Well, as long as you guys didn't get disconnected, then I suppose I'm happy. As the scaver takes damage, it does look wounded. It's covered in burns now, and blasts from radiant light and a little bit of frostbite as well. But now as it's getting significantly wounded, you just see it begin to almost just foam at the mouth as it is sent into a rage.
Oh boy.
What does that mean?
It's
Angry
in a
shark.
blood
Blood
frenzy, if you will. Which brings us to Iris's turn. This badly wounded shark is looking very ferocious at the moment, though clearly quite injured. What do you do?
Ooh, that's not good. I'm gonna move up here next to Glacy. Let's see. I am going to use. Let's see. I'm gonna use. How are you doing, Glacy?
I'm bleeding out, but I am alive.
Hmm.
If you can heal her, that would probably be best.
Yeah. All right. Healing word on Glacy. First level healing word.
Very well. Roll your healing.
Okay. How many of these do I roll?
So it'll have its own little rolling thing there under your spells.
Oh.
Um,
Yeah. Okay.
So you just click that little box and it'll roll the d4 plus 3 for you. So yeah, you bonus action healing word and patch up some of the bleeding, but clearly not all of it.
Ooh, darn. Okay, and I also used one of those. Let's see, what is... No, okay. Alright. Let me... Sorry, I'm just trying to quickly read what one of my spells does.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright,
You get
okay,
a shout from up on deck at the helm. Just, are you lot all right? This scaver's looking mighty angry.
ooh, turnips. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and cast a moonbeam. I'm gonna raise my hands up.
That
Yeah.
that would be a leveled spell as well, right?
Yeah, it's a second level spell.
Yeah, so you can't cast 2 leveled spells on your turn, even if they
Oh,
are
that's
action bonus action.
right.
It has to be cantrip and spell action bonus
Oh,
action. That's the one little tricky thing that spellcasters have to
oh.
remember is that 2 leveled spells can't be cast at the same time.
Right. 2 level spells can be cast. Gotcha.
Yeah, so if you use a bonus action to heal somebody like that, then your action would have to be a cantrip. Or
Got it.
if you used a bonus action or an action to heal somebody, then you could use a bonus action like Starry Form or something like that, but can't be 2 leveled spells.
Oh, okay. Whoops. My
It's all
bad.
good. It's all good. That's a tiny rule that lots of people forget, so.
Ah, okay. So now I'll be flinging more frostbite at it and hoping for the best.
Very well. Then it will make a save against your spell save, which it does not succeed on.
Nice.
So
Alright,
roll your
so
damage, and I'll give it frostbite.
there we go. We can slow it down some again. I hit it for 4.
All right. A thin layer of frost begins to spread across it as it takes more damage. That flesh kind of almost blackening immediately as the frost spreads, and it does slow it a little bit, but it's still very much alive, even if it is badly wounded. Anything else, Cyrus?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Then, as the scaver was sort of knocked up into the kind of above the ship by Adam, and goes into this blood rage, it's now kind of equidistant between a few targets. So it does have a choice
Uh-oh.
between you guys or your helmsman.
That's my fault. That's my bad. I
Um,
on that one.
So we're gonna make it roll to see which one it does. Just to give it some random chance. All right, helmsman.
Oh no.
So as it's knocked up, you see it kind of turn its head off towards you guys and kind of glare down at you, and then you see it actually swim away from you up on top of the deck and turns towards your lone helmsman, who's the easier target at this moment.
Damn it, I have Misty Step, but it's not my turn.
And so as it swims towards the helmsman, Miss Katachan, it's going to multi-attack now that it is in a blood frenzy. But the first attack will receive that frostbite disadvantage. All right, so your frostbite causes it to miss the first attack in its multi-attack, but it's still going to go again. And this time it hits. So it bites into Miss Katachan for 9 piercing hit points, but because it multi-attacked, it can't do the swallow thing. So it kind of bites right into her shoulder and sends her kind of back onto her back as she was attempting to steer the ship, but now is dealing with a rather large shark that's trying to eat her.
Oh, hell.
Oh
which-
no!
Brings us to Adam's turn.
Okay. I need to move up yonder. So
Yeah, this space would get you up the stairs since it's a grid.
okay. So I will get up this way
Mhm.
to here and to here. And it's still floating, right? So I can still use a ranged attack.
Well, it came down to bite her, so it's just kind of right on deck.
Okay. So I'm gonna be right there then.
Yeah.
And I'm going to bonus action. I'm going to use Healing Light on Miss Katachan because I don't know how
Fair.
many hit points she has.
Fair.
For 5,
All right.
and then spells. I can use my at-will cantrip. Well, is healing light a spell or is it a spell-like ability?
If it's not in your spells, then it's not a spell.
Okay.
If it's in your abilities, like your features and traits list, then yeah, then it's not. Unless it is like an actual spell, then it doesn't count as that.
Okay, it's not listed in my spells then. So then in that case, I'm going to hit it with a guiding bolt. That'll be my second first level spell, and that'll take me out of spells for that one. So let's try to hit it.
Yeah, so you cast a healing light on Miss Katachan. You see some of the bleeding on her shoulder kind of stop. She's holding it still, though it clearly hurts. And then you cast a guiding bolt with a 10 to hit, which does not hit.
Okay, a 10 does not hit. That's fine. I'm gonna. Can I finish my movement right here and get
Yeah.
right up on the shark?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm gonna do, and that's gonna end my turn.
Yeah, are you trying to like get its attention or anything?
Yes, I am. I didn't know if I could do that since
Yeah,
I already.
Since you've used kind of most of your resources, you could just yell at it and see if that works, but you wouldn't be able to roll to get some sort of more significant success.
Okay,
But if
yeah,
you did
I
want to
de- I
yell at it, that
definitely-
would be valid.
Yeah, I definitely yell at it. It's like, hey, and I start waving my hands like Ian Malcolm in Jurassic Park. Just
I was
Okay.
just thinking that.
But that does end my turn.
Very well. Then that brings us to Glacy. So both the shark and Adam have made their way up onto the high deck where the steering wheel is. And
I'm going to try and finish this. She
From what-
takes a.
from where you're standing, the angle is bad. So you can't really see either of them.
Guess I'm gonna have to move. 1, 2, 3. How about now?
Yeah, once you make your way up on the deck, you can see them better.
With the better angle, I do my last 3rd level Scorching Ray.
Fair enough.
1, 2, and 3. Do they all hit?
They do all hit.
Well, Awesome. So these are 3 flat rolls since there was no crit this time.
Darn.
1, 2, 3, 6, 5, and 9.
All right. Then, as these 3 beams of scorching fire smash into the back of the scaver, you see it kind of get knocked to the side, and it just sort of collapses on the deck, and it writhes for a second and then falls still, covered in burns and a little bit of frostbite, as it ceases to move.
Killing blow.
And so, as the deck falls silent and back into order from the chaos, a very large scaver now lies on the deck. It's kind of blasted apart as it falls to the deck. It kind of smashed up the opposite railing on the other side. It's taken a chunk out of the mast with its tail, and it's torn through your sails. So the deck of the ship is in a little bit of disarray as you survey your kill. Miss Katachan is kind of still just kind of lying on her back. She's holding her shoulder, but she kind of sits up a little bit and goes, "Oh, well, I was not expecting that when we went fishing."
Glacy moves over to the fish. Well, before kicking it. Stupid bastard. She starts to wobble as there's still blood loss from, is this thing venomous? Probably not.
I don't think scavers are venomous.
Okay, good. Oh, I did lose a lot of blood there again. At this point, I might as well be a blood mage.
Well, I suppose that covers our meals for the next couple days.
We'll get you some help. Iris, is there anything that you're able to do?
Oh, turnips. Alright,
You kneel
maybe-
you kneel down next to her, and she's kind of like half seated, holding her shoulder. And as she kind of moves her hand to let you inspect it, she's got some pretty deep teeth marks into her shoulder that you can see. They've cut kind of right through her shirt, and there's blood pouring down. You can see some of them. Some of the bite marks have kind of stopped bleeding from Adam's healing, and have kind of sealed over a little bit. But there are still some that are rather fresh looking.
Oh my, those do look rather nasty. Alright, and then I don't have anything on me that I can use. Or, well,
You can just do. It's up to you if you want to magically heal it, which would actually like seal the injury. But you can use kind of older methods, like bandaging and stuff like that, if you didn't want to use any spell slots. It wouldn't stop any pain. It wouldn't necessarily instantly cure her, but it would keep her alive.
Alright, and they look pretty nasty, right? The bite.
Yeah, it's got scavers, especially giant ones, have rather large teeth. So she's got some pretty big teeth mark kind of all across her shoulder.
Right, okay. I think I'll probably just patch her up, depending on how bad Glacy's looking. I think Glacy still's got a couple holes.
Glazy would have some bite marks as well, yeah.
Alright, I'll go ahead and just patch up Nah, dude, it's those WoW players.
Blame the sweaties.
Oh man, I wish I had some like potions I could like throw out. I do not have any. Let's see, wait. I swore I had like an alchemist thing. Maybe not. I think I just had the healer's kit. And that's only
Are we
if
back?
someone's like out.
I think we're
Oh?
back.
Yeah, we're back.
Man, this stream is gonna be chopped up.
Oh, it really is. I hate when that happens.
I'll try and go through and get rid of all the little 1 minute long blip VODs, but it will be chopped apart into like 20-minute segments.
Aw.
I really do hate that as well. Okay, I think we're back. For chat's sake, I think they can see us now.
Nice. Alright. So
Not
yeah, I'm gonna
not entirely sure what's going on with the
it's them WoW
audio.
players.
The audio
Oh, no.
disappeared.
Oh. It's not just also the WoW players too.
I think it's got to be internet of mine. It's probably the weather. It's been really bad weather here, so sometimes when that happens, you have internet difficulties. But I haven't had that in quite some time, so I guess we're due for one. Huh?
Oh boy.
Okay. Yeah, really not sure what just happened to our ambiance there. Just decided to. Oh, it's back. Okay. So to continue, Iris.
Right. I will go ahead and use some bandages and stuff to tenderly patch up Miss Katachan's injured shoulder.
Yeah, you do your best to patch up the injured shoulder and wrap it with bandages and make sure that eventually that the bleeding is stopped.
Yeah, do I have to like roll medical thing for that?
For basic stuff like that, not particularly, no, because you're not
Okay.
actually restoring any hit points, so you're just making
Alright.
sure that she's not getting worse, making sure that it's clean and dressed and all that, and that there's some
Yeah.
pressure on it. She thanks you for your effort and kind of stands back up again to just with one hand continue to keep the boat on course. Well, I suppose I'll leave it to you lot to handle this fellow. And she nods her head towards the giant scabbard that's kind of lying half flopped across the deck.
Make sure not to push yourself too much, especially with your shoulder now.
Oh, I'll be all right. Someone's got to stay on the ship, right?
Well, if you need someone to relieve you, Miss Katachan, I think I can handle the helm at least.
Very well. I'll keep that in mind.
Lacey spin or pulls her dagger and spins it between her fingers before stabbing it into the fish's brain to make triple sure that it's dead before starting to cut it up because of its sheer size. It would need to be cut up to be carried down.
You just kind of hacking at it because I don't know that you have much experience with
Yeah,
filleting a
Glacey's
fish.
Glacey's just pulling chunks, and in fact, as she then looks around at the other two before taking one of the burnt spots that was actually cooked from her scorch blast, and just bites into it.
Glacy!
What is the consistency of this cooked meat?
Well, it would still have scales on it. They're smooth scales, but it does still have some. They're kind of gnarled, almost like little knobs. It's not particularly pleasant. The inside flesh is, well, it resembles a fish. Rather similar, but maybe a little tougher. As for
Glacy,
taste,
if we don't cook that properly, it could have parasites.
I can always throw a fireball down my throat.
I kindly ask that you do not.
But,
But
but
nothing. You do not bite any more fish unless you can turn into a crocodile, Glacy. No more biting fish.
fine.
There. You can bite the fish when it's cooked and not alive and trying to bite you back.
But sushi.
Yeah, as for the taste, it probably wouldn't be particularly good. Because I think whatever you're biting into is not going to be, particularly competently cooked. It's just kind of like blackened on one side and then half raw on the other.
But sushi.
Correct. Yes, but it's usually
Do you want space worms?
typically
Because that's how you're gonna get space worms.
that is how you get space worm.
That's how you get
Yeah, Glacy, make a con save.
Lord. Constitution save. Go.
Oh
Okay, sorry.
Glacy.
no. Oh no.
Glacy, if you start dragging your butt around the deck because you get space worms.
Okay. Yeah, not literally space worms, but we're gonna say that natural one that's a space parasite. Iris, you're gonna have to spend the next couple of days treating that.
Oh no.
Some sort of sickness, either food poisoning or.
Probably most likely food poisoning.
Okay,
Probably.
then that's what you've been given. And Iris, you're gonna have to help with that.
So this Glacy's not only bleeding out, but is probably vomiting and otherwise.
It doesn't hit you instantly. You try to eat part of the shark. It doesn't taste particularly good, but it won't hit you instantly. You start feeling
Yeah.
worse throughout the rest of this day.
Do I still take a long rest?
We'll do that later, but
I'll take care of filleting this shark and getting it situated the best I can. Just get some rest, Glacy. You're bleeding out. You're delirious. you need some sleep.
Yes, let Adam take care of this, Glacy. I'm worried that you'll probably get food poisoning or something after this.
wow, what a prediction. It's that star druid omen right there. That was some divination magic.
Was that cool for me to say?
Very cool.
She read it in the stars.
That was fine for you to say because you both have medical expertise and a slight inclination towards predicting the future. Yeah, so Adam, if you want to fillet the rest of the meat off of that creature.
I will attempt to. That's a survival check, correct?
Yeah, go for it. It eventually you'll be able to just get it. The survival check will more just be for how well you do it and how efficiently you do it. Because you guys do have the rest of the day.
Fish, so yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit unique. So the DC won't be particularly easy, but
But
you roll high.
20.
Yeah, you roll high. So yeah, it's not the easiest thing in the world. But you do manage to get kind of some clean slices and carve off some chunks, managing to get around some of the rather gross kind of black and burned parts in order to get some of the cleaner looking meat, cutting around some of the frostbite and tossing that aside. And eventually,
they have salt on board, correct?
Salt?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I want to just like pack some of the chunks in salt just so that way it'll keep for the trip as I'm bringing it down.
Yeah, for sure. You just kind of work for a while, eventually carving away pieces and pieces off of this shark. Eventually you get a couple of the crew members. Mr. Yes Sir kind of helps you carry some stuff down over the hour or so that you're doing this. As you carve off some chunks. Yes Sir and occasionally Snacks will run by, grab a chunk as they go back down below deck. Carry some of it for you. And pretty soon you're just sort of left with the inedible bits. You got a, a large skeleton on the deck with some pretty gross looking bits still attached. What are you gonna do with that?
It's got teeth, obviously.
Yeah, got a lot of
Can
them.
can I make a survival check to get 3 teeth?
Yeah, you wouldn't have to make a survival check. It's just a skeleton. You can knock them off.
Okay, I get 3 of the largest looking teeth, and then I'm going to like, I've got something planned for those.
Yeah, it's
And
got kind of
then,
like it's got kind of fangs, 2 larger teeth towards the front. So you could grab one of those if you want, or you could just pick one of the larger, more standard teeth.
Probably the
Up to you.
larger standard teeth. That way they're kind of uniform. I know they're probably not all the same, but I mean as close to uniform as possible.
Yeah, sure.
And
You pick kind of 3 of the same size and knock them clean out of the jaw.
and I looked at Miss Katachan and asked her if it's viable to pitch the rest over the side, or will that attract more scavers?
Well, it'll probably attract more scavers, but we'll be long gone by then.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna, pitch the rest of it over the side.
Yeah, you get Snacks and Yes Sir to help. They help you toss it over the side. It's a decently heavy creature, so
Yeah, even with all the meat cut off, I can assume so.
Yeah. So you get the 2 of them to help you out, and with the effort combined, the 3 of you manage to push it over the side, and it flops off past the railing, and then after it reaches a certain point, you see it kind of fall normally, and then just as it reaches the very bottom of the ship, it almost rebounds back and then stops, and then kind of falls in up, then down, then up, then down, and then just sort of floats off into the distance as the ship carries on.
Lacey's still just feeling all forms of sick, even though she's getting put together. At this point, she might as well be a fucking Stitch doll with all the injuries she's been collecting through this.
So yeah, the giant scaver drifts off in the distance. You can see a couple of the mollymocks up on the deck of your ship actually take off and chase after it to go and feed on it and peck away at it. And you can see some smaller fish kind of approach and begin to dart their way around it as well as it drifts off and away. Yesser gives you like a little salute, Adam, and then waddles off back across the deck.
I salute him back because I know all he's gonna say is yes, sir. So I give him the little salute and continue on.
And Glacy and Iris, did you guys go back below deck?
Yeah, that would make the most sense so I can tend to Glacy's wounds and eventually upset Tummy.
Very well. Then Snacks just kind of gives you a little nod and goes, go fishing? Not too bad for a first time.
Oh,
Not too horrible for a first time, you mean?
Eh,
Never got the opportunity to catch shark.
yeah, I suppose it's a little bit different. I've seen worse, but, I've seen better. Just kind of the wiggles his missing fingers and toes.
So that's where they went.
Not all of them.
I give Snacks a nod. Thank you for the assistance, friend.
He goes, you want me to take your barrel of guppies down too, eh?
I'll help you with that.
Alright. And you guys make your way back over to the barrel, and begin to heave it back down below deck to store it as well. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think you killed any of these guppies. I think they might all still be alive.
I think they're all still alive. Yes, that's true.
Yeah. So, do you want to carry them like that, or what's your plan?
Well, I'll probably reach into the barrel and stab one with the dagger, and then repeat.
Very well. Then eventually you have a barrel full of dead guppies. Then
Not the guppies.
I say guppy, but they are rather big. Um, they're about the size of maybe like a football each. So they're not tiny at all. So they would each kind of one guppy might be a meal for a single person.
That's a big fish.
And so yeah, you carry the barrel down below deck, where the others are treating injuries. And you store kind of all the food away in their stockpiles. They've got some trapdoors that lead below deck and below this deck even, and have some storage space. So Snacks helps you stock a bunch of this stuff away alongside your shark meat. And eventually you've tucked everything away, Adam.
Okay, fantastic. Again, I thank Snacks for his assistance, and I asked them. It's like, do you think we should cook up the shark tonight and then worry about the rest later?
Well, I suppose so. We'll have a bit of a feast with the shark tonight. Celebrate the big catch. Store some of the rest of the shark meat away and keep the guppies in case we need them.
Fair enough.
Well then, I gotta go speak to the captain about the damage above deck.
If there's anything we can do, again, that was my fault. It was my idea to go fishing, so I take full responsibility.
Well, we need to go fishing anyway, lad. No one could have predicted it. Captain won't be happy about the torn solar sail. I'll have to see what we can do about that. I don't know if we've got the supplies to fix it. But I'll sort that out tonight, and we'll talk about it tomorrow, yeah?
Very well.
Gives you a little nod and makes his way off to beyond the engine room so he can go talk to the captain, and leaves you alone.
Okay, I go check in on Glacy and Iris. Or is Glacy okay? Is Glacy like still a bloodied mess, or do they still have blood to lose?
Well, several hours would have passed as you clean the fish and stock some of the stuff away. So it's kind of towards quote unquote evening as you return. Go ahead, Gracie.
I just had a thought. Not only is she getting sick, so her body is going into like that state where she's getting like trying to fix itself, but it's running low on blood because she was half health when the battle ended, which probably means she's probably more sick than normal.
Yeah, you're probably feeling it faster, is what I would say. You're starting to get kind of chills almost. Kind of your hands are shaking a little bit just from your body starting to kick up a fever to try to fight off an infection. So you're probably starting to feel a little worse faster. So by the end of kind of towards the evening, as Adam comes back in to check on you, as he's finished with the cutting up and butchering of the fish, you're probably not feeling great.
man.
All right,
Okay, it's back up now.
we're back. Welcome. That is very annoying, but this will be a really fucked up VOD.
Hey guys, if you want to see our last adventure, please watch all 20 VODs.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it's a bit of an experimental thing. We're trying to chop down every session to be about the size of a TikTok. We're just trying to get with the times.
You know, being
The kids'
trendy at work.
attention spans, you know.
Yeah. I've realized that the younger generation, they tend to have a bit of a shorter attention span, so it's just we're trying something new here.
New and
Oh,
hip
boy.
and totally wicked sick.
Look,
Gotta-
let us know in the comments if this works for you.
And like and subscribe.
Yeah, exactly. We're just trying to get into that new YouTube Shorts thing that they've been really pushing.
Heck yeah.
So every session will be about 20 seconds long now. So I hope that you're ready for Beyond the Eye Part 2471. And let's start the session, everybody.
Nice.
Session 1, you open the door. Session 2, lay
You
down.
close the door.
You close the door.
Yeah, session 1 you turn the door off. Session 2 you open the door. Session 3 you close it behind you. Yeah, so you return back below deck. Glacey's not doing well. Iris doing her best to whip
Get
up
her-
some. Well, you can tell me what you want to do, Iris.
Alright, I'm trying to get Glacy to lay in that cot.
I'm
Get-
being stubborn, but eventually I do give in. Probably a massive vomit in a bucket probably is like, okay, I lay down. So Glacy is kind of out of commission for a bit.
Yeah, fair enough. Iris, if you want to try to do any sort of medicinal thing, you could do so. That doesn't need to be like a healing spell necessarily. You do have kind of your own little personal stock of herbs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It'd probably take you a little bit to try to whip something up, since I don't think you'd have something prepared ahead of time. But
No,
you could probably try to spend the rest of the night doing that, and then have something ready for the next day.
Yeah. Alright. I'm going to make sure Glacy has some extra blankies and stuff, so Glacy's all nice and warm and toasty. Alright. Now, Glacy, make sure that you only take little sips for now. Don't try to drink too much, but try to make sure you stay hydrated.
I will do my best. Oh,
Oh.
assuming this stays down.
Yeah, so Iris, you can make a medicine check to see how kind of efficiently you get that remedy together and how well it works.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a remedy, and before that, I'm gonna make some. What kind of tea? Oh, I think it's for upset tummies. I think it's ginger tea. Ginger tea.
Yeah, ginger does help with stomach stuff.
Yeah, so I probably have some ginger on me. I'm gonna make
Yeah, in your
Glacy.
herbs.
ginger tea and some medicine check, right? Medicine.
Yeah, so roll a medicine and we'll just see kind of a general sense of how quickly. All right, so yeah, you definitely don't get it done tonight. So you're gonna kind of spend a few hours grinding some stuff and in a mortar and pestle, and then getting that together, and it'll probably be good to go for the next day at around noon.
Yeah. Dang. You guys took all the good rolls.
Sorry.
My bad.
Yeah, Glacy really expended all of those nat 20s, and then it made you pay with that nat 1.
Oh man.
So yeah, Glacy, you probably do your best to try to get some rest. Iris, you spend some time cooking up a remedy. Adam, how do you spend your night? It is close to kind of nighttime.
Um, do I have like access to like any leather cord or anything like that? Like,
Yeah, there's all sorts of kind of stocks around. So you could probably find something like that.
okay, I'm basically going to long story short, I'm going to take the 3 teeth that I took. I'm going to make like a necklace for each of us, and that's what I'm going to work on. Like, if I can get it done in the night, I'll do it in the night. If it's going to take me more than a night, then I'm just going to work on that in my free time.
Make a sleight of hand, and we'll see if you get it done tonight.
18.
All right. Yeah, you get it done tonight.
Okay, so I get all 3 of them done.
Yeah, all 3.
Fantastic.
You learn that you're very good at making shark tooth necklaces.
I love it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, the skill comes naturally.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah.
So yeah, you now have 3 scaver tooth necklaces.
All right, I will let Iris and Glacy rest. I myself need some rest, and in the morning I'll just kind of wrap it up in like a little cloth and then hand it to them. It's like, here.
Very well. Oh yeah, so
Lacey's
you
probably. Oh,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, you can go ahead.
Lacey's probably dead to the world as she's finally resting, and her body is not only recovering blood, but fluids.
Yeah. So that's probably pretty accurate. Each of you eventually kind of gets into your hammock and gets some rest, and so you guys can long rest.
Yay.
Yee.
Glacy, for the time being, you have the poisoned condition.
Fair enough.
Do that. And so yeah, after taking a rest, Glacy, yours is probably not particularly restful, but you do recover decently from the shark wounds, but you're probably still feeling pretty awful when you wake up. So you can get your hit points back, but poison stays.
Fair enough.
And
We
so
level yet?
the 3 of you wake up.
I'm
And
hungry. Go on.
So Iris, you wake up. Glacy looks pretty awful still, and you have another day ahead of you, that you can spend as you choose.
Right, I'm gonna take care of Glacy. Maybe whip up some fish soup and some ginger tea.
Very well. Yeah. some fish soup, huh?
Yeah, fish soup.
Not shark soup.
Do you really want to bite that shark again after it gave you food
No.
poisoning?
Yeah, I think it's best to avoid that which made you sick.
Take a break from take a break from shark for a while. So yeah, Iris, you spend kind of the morning continuing to work on your remedy, and eventually by noon you have brewed. Let's just say you brew the whole remedy into the tea. How's that work?
Yeah, sounds good.
So yeah, you have your tea ready, and give it to Glacy. Adam, how do you spend the morning?
I spend the morning trying to assist the crew since Miss Katachan is she still injured, I assume.
Yeah, she's got her shoulder still bandaged. She kind of moves a little slower, and she doesn't move that arm around much. She can still kind of walk around and bark orders at you all. And she can still steer the ship with the one arm since you're not making any particularly complex maneuvers, and she has Lethley's help at the Spelljammer. So she's kind of still operating, but just a little slower than usual.
Okay. I would at some point use one of my healing lights on her. Because she lost 9 hit points, I healed 5, so I might be able to assist with the natural healing process.
Yeah, for sure.
So let me try that one. 2. I don't want to expend too many of them because I don't know if we'll need them again, but I wanted to at least help her with that. And then if she needs time away from the helm, I mean, she doesn't have to like completely leave. She can bark orders at me and tell me what I'm doing is wrong or right.
Yeah, let's head above deck for a sec so we can talk to some people. So that drifted off. She's over there. You two are below deck. And we're missing one person. So yeah, as you kind of get above deck, to help some of the others, you can see Yesser and Snacks kind of each hammering away. They got some planks and are kind of shoring up some of the broken bits of the railings that the scaver smashed into. But the torn sail still has that large hole in it. As you make your way up towards the helm, Captain Hathaway is actually speaking with Miss Kadashan. And they kind of stop for a second as you approach. And Captain Hathaway just says, yes, lad? Something you needed?
Oh, pardon my intrusion, Captain. I wanted to
No,
see if
not at all.
Miss Katachan needed a brief respite from the helm, so she can recover.
Perhaps a little bit. We were just speaking of, repairs. Miss Katachan, you may rest for the time being. I'll take over the helm while I speak with Mr. Autumns here. And she just goes, yeah, all right, Captain. And makes her way off below deck. You can do the little healing if you want as she goes. So you patch her up a little bit more. Just before she makes her way below deck to get a bit of rest.
Okay, that'll work.
Yeah, so the captain can take over the helm for a little bit. It's just it's a pretty straight heading, so there's not a lot of complex movement. So he just kind of is absentmindedly talking to you as he just kind of holds it steady. But he looks towards you and says, "Now then, Mr. Autumns, we are in a spot of bother here, as you can see." He kind of nods and then points with his pipe towards the hole in the sail.
Again, Captain, I do apologize. I take responsibility for that one. We it got a little out of hand, and that's what was it called, a scaver? It took us by surprise. And again, if there's anything I can do to assist, please let me know.
Well, Mr. Autumns, I'm not holding you at fault. I believe that our culprit has already been sufficiently punished, according to Miss Katachan. She kind of looks expectantly at you.
Yes, that's very true, sir.
Good.
It's ready to be cooked if that's any consolation. But again, I would like to again offer my services to you as a form of responsibility, sir.
Well, solar sails are complex. They're not your average sail. And so it will be rather difficult to repair. We are still mobile, though. We're able to move with Lethalie's spelljamming helm, and, well, the remaining sails are still in operation. But I am a little bit worried because we have lost speed.
And you're worried that we're going to not make it to the comet?
That is one consideration. The other is traveling through Baelor's belt. most sailors will not sail through the belt on a good day. And to sail the asteroid field with a hole in your sail is, well,
Several
we might
bad
as
days.
we might as well scupper the ship ourselves.
Then what must we do, Captain? If we don't have the opportunity to stop back at a port or anything of the sort.
Well, I was speaking with Miss Katachan. She believes that there is indeed a slightly shady but rather small port just before Baelor's Bell. If we're able to stop there, we may be able to resupply and find some fabric to stitch up the solar sail. We'll have to make it quick, though. We don't want to lose any time.
I was about to ask you how much time do you think we've lost?
Well, it is hard to say until we can see Galahad's arrow, but if we are to make a trip, we should keep it under an hour. In and out.
In and out under an hour. That seems very doable in most circumstances, but I've found that our current lot in life has taken us outside of many common circumstances, Captain. If you'll pardon my saying so.
Would appear as though we've drawn a bit of Fortuna's ire, but I can trust you and your companions to make our little trip.
If that's what you require of us, sir, we'll be more than happy to.
Well, we won't arrive at the port until at least another day or two. So you have time to make preparations. I believe Miss Chansey was speaking of something that she wished to purchase as well, if we were docking. So if you are to make a shopping trip, then perhaps you ought to get her opinion as well.
Very well, sir. We'll speak to Miss Chansey.
Indeed. And, well, I'm not particularly certain of your matters of currency at the moment, as you are rather new members of our crew. Have you gold to spend?
I check my pockets as I open my character sheet to my money. I have 10 shiny coins of the golden variety.
Yeah, you guys probably wouldn't have a lot on you just because you weren't expecting to get launched out into space, and I don't think that you stocked up on every amount of gold that you had when you went to go fight some snails. So yeah, you guys would be rather low. So you tell the captain how much you have, and he just kind of takes a long drag from his pipe and just goes, well, I don't think that will quite cut it, but speak with Miss Chansey if you are short on coin. She'll be able to pay for her own end and perhaps aid us with the sales, but if you want any spending money of your own to spend at the port, then he gives you kind of like a little wink through his monocled eye and says, you could always gamble with Mr. Snacks. I'm sure he'd always be available and ready to make a wager.
That will also be kept in mind, Captain. I thank you. I apologize for the intrusion earlier between you and Miss Katachan.
No apologies needed. You're dismissed, Mr. Autumns.
Thank you.
the stream goes bad. Okay, we're back. Well, at least it'll take a second for the actual stream to update on the other. There we go. Okay.
Apparently. Oh, sorry.
What were we gonna say?
Apparently, there's a couple other things having issues as well in terms of connectivity.
Could be a Twitch thing, could be a my end thing. It's just a bad day in general for streaming, I guess.
Man.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. Apologies for that again, chat. The VOD will be split up. You guys haven't missed anything, luckily. Yeah. It'll just have to be a split up VOD. Back below deck, Glacy, you're still not feeling particularly well. Iris still tending to Glacy. Adam, you want to aid the others in just patching up the stuff that you can?
Yes, anything that I'm able to patch up like manually, I'll take a hammer, some nails, fix any of the broken woodwork. If it's a regular sail, which I assume they're all solar sails.
They are.
If it's anything that I can put my my dirty earthling hands on and fix, I will do.
Yeah, you can help them with some of the railings and patching up parts of the mast and stuff like that, and just cleaning up the splinters of wood on the deck. And as you kind of work with them, you take kind of a closer look at the sails. They kind of resemble normal sails, but the fabric has this almost soft shine to it, and it almost looks textured, almost like a butterfly's wing. A little bit delicate, but kind of slightly translucent. It has a very odd sheen to it.
Okay, and this is the first time I'm noticing this.
Well, it's just sort of the first time you've really taken a good look at a solar sail.
Okay.
But yeah, you spend some time helping them out. And eventually, Iris, you finish your remedy and you administer it to Glacy. Glacy, it'll probably take you a little bit to get well again. So you will probably still be sick for the rest of this day.
Fine.
But the remedy does help. It settles your stomach a bit. You don't feel like you're about to die like you did in the morning. So if you did want to, you could get up and walk around, but probably still not feeling at the top of your game.
Glacy probably limps upstairs to come and inspect the damage to the sails herself.
Fair enough.
And Iris is gonna follow after her.
Yeah, you sort of pass. Yeah, you sort of pass by Miss Katachan as she makes her way down to just get a little bit of rest in the other bunks. And you two make your way up onto deck, where Adam is just eating snacks and yes, sir, patching up parts of the mast and railings, cleaning up the splinters of wood. Go ahead.
Glacy looks up to Snacks. How much does these usually cost to repair?
Solar sail. Well, He kind of cocks his head and looks at the size of the hole. You see him kind of like make like a square with his fingers and then kind of measure with his arms for a sec. A hole like this to patch. Maybe around 100, 150 gold. It's not as bad as it could have been.
Glacy looks to Iris. Iris. In my satchel, back pocket, my coin purse is there. Pull out what's needed.
Oh, really? You have that much on you?
I have the entire amount on me.
I genuinely don't think you would.
Glacy's holding 160 gold.
Yes, but from where?
Oh, from the start of the campaign.
Yeah, but why did you have 160 gold at the start of the campaign?
Because the starting gold through the creator.
Yeah, but that would have been spent on the things for your inventory. We do equipment instead of starting gold.
Oh, so it's an option. It's not both.
It's not both, no.
Ah,
I don't think that you would have 160 gold on your person to fight snails, so I'm gonna say that you probably do not have that amount of money. You could have a decent amount of money, but it would be in your stuff on that ship that just sank.
all right.
Because
So
Glacy does have noble start.
okay.
Yeah, so
I
you
go,
wouldn't be necessarily poor, but I don't think that you would be carrying 160 gold pieces when you woke up in the middle of the night to go fight some snail.
So
But I can give you slightly more gold than the others would to reflect your noble. So we'll bring you right down to how much does everybody else have? Adam's got what? 10 something? 10?
I have 10. I have 10 gold.
Okay. Iris has 20.
20.
So we'll give you 40, Glacy, to reflect that you have a bit more.
Okay.
Okay. So can I like still go and try to reach for this money? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, continue. Just it won't be that much.
Okay. So I go to check the money and I give Glacy a look and I'm like, I don't know how to tell you this, but you only seem to have 40 gold on you.
Probably a lot more than you two have, and could probably add it to a pool.
Let's see.
I go over to Glacy and Iris, and I hand Iris my coin purse that's only got 10 gold in it. However much we need to put in, this is what I've got.
Okay, so we have Glacy's 40, Adam's 10, that makes it 50. And then I'll add my 20, that's 70. I guess this would cover a good bit of it, but not all of it, sadly.
The captain did mention, and I kind of cast a glance over my shoulder at Snacks. I step in a little bit closer to Glacy and Iris.
He's busy doing his own thing. He kind of glanced over, but he's back to doing his own thing.
I whisper, it's like, we might have other options on board the ship to procure a sail. One of them, he suggested talking to Miss Chansey, which I think might be the easiest route, as I guess she needs something at the next port. But another option is to, and I don't know how I feel about this, to gamble to earn some more money with our one-eyed, four-toed friend over there.
Ah, yes. I do recall hearing that Snacks like to gamble, though I don't feel confident about us trying to gamble our money away.
Who's to say that we'll lose more than we'll gain?
Right.
I would like to say that as much as I am uncomfortable with it, and DM, is gambling based off of deception or is it sleight of hand?
It'll be a whole thing. It'll be a couple rolls.
Okay. I've played cards with other sailors, and I use the term sailors very, very loosely. I've played cards. I've played liar's dice and things of that sort. And I'm not particularly lucky, nor am I unlucky. If it's an option and we need to do it in order to earn money, I'm willing to do so for the greater good.
For the greater good. Gambling. Oh, turnips.
What are we, the
Well-
Tau now?
No, I'm lawful good, and I have a problem with gambling.
Well, oh, don't gamble all of our money away. If you're so interested in asking Snacks to maybe gamble with you.
Then allow me to do this. Let me attempt to do so with the 10 that I had originally put in,
Hmm,
and I'll see where we can go with that.
alright. Doesn't sound too terrible, but don't lose all your money, Adam.
I'm sure he's not going to start us off at 10. Meanwhile, he starts us off at like a buy-in at 30, and then
Wait, can't I do a thing? Alright, hold on.
but I'll only gamble if everyone's okay with it. Because I don't want to be like, yes, I'm making this decision with money that we need. If I'm only using my money, then it seems different then to me.
Well, you've said you've done this thing before, so. Oh, I have faith in you. Glacy?
Aren't your gold, bud? But don't. But I will try to bail you out if it's in a reasonable thing.
Again, I wouldn't ask you to put in more money than necessary, but again, I have the least amount out of the two of you, and I have very little to lose at this point.
Fair enough. So you want to gamble then?
I think I'm gonna gamble with Snacks.
Fair enough. Iris, you said you wanted to do something, right?
Yeah, I was actually thinking about maybe casting
Guidance?
guidance. Yeah, I was thinking about casting guidance, maybe to help him a little.
Yeah, so that would, as long as you're keeping concentration. You probably have to watch the gambling to be able to do it, since it's only lasts for about a minute.
Okay.
So you'd probably have to be right there and just kind of give him a pat on the shoulder and be like, "You got this," and then that would kind of be how it worked. But then
Yeah,
that would
I
give
was-
him a D4 that he could use on one of his rolls.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I could just pat Adam on the shoulder with encouraging words.
Please encourage me, Senpai.
But of course. So yeah, I'll watch the gambling so that I can, give Adam a reassuring pat on the back in the form of guidance.
Very well. Yeah. So, Adam, you make your way over to Snacks, and Iris, you probably go with. Something up, lad?
Snacks, I was wondering, since we had a little bit of downtime, how about a friendly game with some gold attached?
Yeah, you see his eye kind of twinkle. You talking about gambling, lad?
I'm talking about a game of chance, yes.
I have a few moments and some old gold coins jangling around that we could wager with. Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like fun. Right now, you want?
If you've got time and I'm not taking you away from anything.
Nah. Be a long time before we finish these repairs anyway, so. Yeah, let's have a little break.
All right, what's your game, friend?
Well, I suppose it might be sort of new for rifters. We play swindle stones around here, lad. You ever played that before?
Is there an a Grand Lorien equivalent of this game? If not, then I will tell him no.
You kind of think back to gambling games that you played. It doesn't seem to be one that's played on ships that you would be used to. You can make a history check though. And you can use the D4 now, or you can just get one on any. Iris, you can recast it. It's a cantrip, so you'll get one on any skill check that you make. You can add a D4 to it.
Okay,
Oh,
I think I'll use the D4 on the history check if it's
Well, that's what
Do I
I said
choose-
that, but then I was like, no, it's a cantrip, so Iris can just recast it on literally anything you do. So,
okay.
every time anytime you try to do anything that's on your skills, so that big long list, then you get a D4 on it because Iris is standing right next to you, so she could just recast it for you, as long as she wants to.
I doubt even if I rolled a 4 on the D4. So no, I think about it and it's like, no, I'm not familiar. Maybe a practice game. But I'd be more than willing to indulge you if we could get one practice game in.
Yeah, not familiar. All right, well we'll do a little mock game to show you the rules, and I'll explain them all to you, and then we'll play for real. How's that sound?
Sounds like a fair and just offer.
So out of like a little satchel that he keeps at his side, he just immediately starts pulling out everything he needs to play Swindlestone. He's got kind of some small little wooden carved holders that have these little glass, smooth, kind of almost like kind of a flatter marble that he holds on him. And he gives you a set of them, and he keeps a set for himself. And then he just absolutely launches into this very long-winded explanation of the rules. And he just kind of goes back and forth between showing you stuff and explaining you the finer points of this game. So actually make a intelligence check for me. This will probably be the one that you don't get to use your D4 on, just because it's not a skill check. It's an ability check.
So let's go. That's my lowest ability, guys. That's my dump stat. Let's go.
Can I also make an intelligence check since I'm like right there listening as well?
We'll give him advantage on it. So that while you're both listening, you can maybe like explain some of the things to Adam. Since he's the one playing, we'll give him advantage.
Nice.
Because you help explain, but it still has to sink into his head. Okay, well, it's a good thing you got advantage.
I like the 0. The 0's fantastic.
Yeah.
He's going through all the rules, everything down to like the very last bit, and then it's like
it's just in one ear and out the
other. Sorry.
Just a blank stare at him, just completely nothing. And then he finishes the entire explanation, and you just are like, wait, what? And you have no idea what's going on. And then Iris kind of just leans in and whispers some of the clarifications of the rules to you. And so you get a bit of a better sense of the rules with Iris's help.
As she explains it to me, I lean over to her and I was like, I wasn't sure he was speaking real words there for a moment.
There, Adam. It'll be all right.
Lacey's just watching from a distance, pinching her nose, going, "Oh Lord."
I think I've got it, Snacks. I think I've got it. If you don't mind, though, Iris was able to clear up a few things for me. You mind if she sticks around while we play?
Yeah, of course. It's always better with an audience.
Okay, good. Oh, thank the gods.
I give a reassuring pat on Adam's shoulder. You've got this.
Yeah, so he took you through that little mock game and he explained some of the rules. You understand them a bit better with Iris's help. So you have a decent sense of the rules. You're not a master, but you understand them enough to be able to play competently. So as you're actually playing the real game now, we're gonna boil it down to a single roll just to save some time. But you get to pick which kind of roll you want to do. This is Swindlestone, so part of it involves bluffing. So you could use deception to bluff your way to victory, right? Or you could D4.
Okay, well, in that case, it would be
the last thing to do before you roll would be just to do the bet.
Okay, I'm going to bet 5 coins.
He's gonna match whatever you have, so you'll just double whatever you bet if you win.
Okay, I'm gonna do 5 because I think I've got a good grasp on the rules. and I'm going to go with deception. So you said I get a +2 to whatever that roll is.
Yeah, so whatever your normal
Plus
modifier
D4.
is. So what's your normal modifier in deception?
+5 for deception.
Okay, so now it's a +7 plus whatever D4 you have.
Okay, let's. Shall I roll?
Yeah, go for it.
Should I do it? Let's go.
Go, go, go.
Ooh, that's a 9. +2 would make that 11, and then I need
And then
a
roll a
D4.
D4. He's gonna
no.
contest as well. It's a contested roll, so it's not just a DC.
Oh, no, another one.
Oh no.
Uh, I tried. I
Y'all
really
used
did.
y'all used them up earlier. You really did.
We did. So that's 11. That's 12. That's 12.
All right, so you gotta hope that Snacks is having an off day because he's contesting this roll with his own.
Ooh,
Low.
low, low.
All right.
Turns out he's got a +10 modifier.
He does not. Snacks likes gambling. He's not particularly good at it. So Snacks rolled a 10, so you win.
Yay!
I kind
so
of
you-
blinked for a moment, and it's like, oh, I understood the game.
Yeah, you kind of bluff your way through. You didn't do very well, but you lied and pretended that you did very well, and so he kind of bought into it a little bit, and you kind of psyched him out a bit, even though you weren't actually doing very well at the game. He thought that you were some kind of like savant who just learned it instantly, and he kind of he backed down and he played really conservatively and safe, and then he ended up losing.
I realize that I'm kind of like those guys that play poker in Las Vegas with the glasses, because I have glasses and you can't really like read my eyes.
Yeah, that helped throw him off a little bit too. He wasn't sure what to think, couldn't read your eyes, and he just kind of drat. All right, fair enough, lad. You win. And he just kind of he gives you the pot, so you get an extra 5 gold to add to your 10.
Okay, I passed that 5 to Iris,
Oh, thank you.
and then I put in 5 again if he wants to do it again.
I feel like I got maybe one more round left in me, lad. You wanted to go again? Should we up the ante or keep it the same?
We'll keep it the same. I'm gonna play that one safe.
All right, fair enough.
So same deal.
You can make the choice again. You lose that +2 off the first one just because he's used to playing with you now. So he's got a better sense of it. So you don't get the additional +2 on the second one, but you still get Iris's D4, and then you can choose deception or religion.
Okay, well, since I don't get the +2, I'm going to stick with deception still, because I have a -1 in religion.
Fair enough.
All right, let's go.
All right, then we'll make rolls.
15
Ooh,
and a D4.
ooh.
18 total.
Snacks rolled a net one.
No.
He during the game he accidentally tips over his little wooden holder, and you see everything that he has, all of the little stones that he has in his hand, so you just know exactly what he's gonna do. He kind of hurriedly picks them back up and just, you didn't see that, right?
I saw nothing, friend.
But you definitely saw everything, and so you just demolish him this round,
Oh no! Oh no!
and he just kind of it's really not my day, lad. All right, here you go.
Oh no! No!
He hands
no,
you back.
No, I look at the 5. I look at the 5 that he's gonna hand me, and I'm like, that wasn't fair.
Like, he comes up and snags it. Thank you. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. We're on a roll here. Now get your lawful good ass back in there.
I can't.
Do it. Do it or I will.
Fair's fair, lad. You keep the cool, but I think I might be done for today.
I I understand. I extend my hand to him and tell him good game.
Yeah, he shakes you with one of his hands that's missing a couple fingers and goes, yeah, it's fun to get some gambling in. Even if I didn't win, still a good time. You're a real natural at Swindlestones, lad.
Well, I had a good teacher, and I give Snacks a wink, and you can see like the little flash of the light behind my glasses.
Yeah. All right, well, suppose it's back to work for me. You take care, lad.
You also, and anytime you want to play again, you know where to find me.
Yeah, all right. Just not today. And he bustles back to work to begin hammering away at one of the railings.
So that's a total of, with my 10, I earned 10, so that's a total of 20 more.
Yeah.
Well, 10 more than what we had before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, man. So that gives us how much altogether?
You had 70 before, and you got an extra 10, so it's 80.
Okay. Good. I'm bad at math.
All good. That's why we use D&D Beyond. So that it does all the rolls for us. So yeah, you stand back up again, Adam, and hand your share of the gold back into the communal little pot that you guys are making. You now have 80 gold. And yeah, what do you guys do next?
I'm sure. At least he's still still being slow and recovering.
Yeah, you're still feeling pretty sick, but your stomach is settled. You don't feel like you're gonna vomit any second.
That's a relief.
Splendid. So we have 10 more gold, which gives us 80 in total. Still not enough to repair that sail, though.
Definitely puts
No.
a dent in it.
Well, didn't the captain also say we could talk to Chansey as well?
Yes, he did.
Well, now that our gambling's out of the way, we could go and see what Miss Chansey is up to.
In the future though, can we not call it gambling? It was a very fair wager.
But that, by
I feel dirty
definition,
using the word gambling.
Oh, of course. I won't say that word anymore.
we'll just make sure to swing her around by the stick in your ass.
Glacy.
What? You thought it too? By definition, that was gambling. Don't ruin me.
So you want to speak with Chancia?
Yes.
Okay, we'll do that, and then we'll end the session.
Yeah. Let's go talk to Chansey.
So all three of you going, or just one of you wants to talk to her, or what?
I'm following because I'm kind of just watching shenanigans and being... well, being Glacy.
Yeah, I'll go too.
All right, then you make your way below deck. Chansey kind of stays sometimes in the captain's quarters. He's kind of left them for her rather than using them himself. So you guys make your way through the engine room, past Lethalie, who's just kind of still just silently meditating in the chair, dealing with the directions of the ship. And make your way over to the captain's quarters.
Glacy looks to bosom. So, you gonna knock?
I knock.
Yeah, after a couple moments, you hear footsteps behind the door, and it creaks open. See Chansey behind the door, and she says, "Oh, hello. Was there something you needed, Mr. Adams?"
Miss Chansey.
She gives you like a
I
small
almost
nod as
slipped up,
you as you say Chansey.
I almost slipped that one up. We would like we'd like to speak to you about something. We're about to come into port within the next day or so,
Yes,
and
come in, come in.
oh, very well.
Glacia, are you coming along?
Yep.
Okay, because you hadn't dragged your token, so I wanted to make sure.
Place moving right there.
Yes, she lets you all into the room and then just closes the door behind you and says, yes, the captain did mention something about needing to take a stop to fix one of the solar sails.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and we've accumulated some of the funds to go towards it. Unfortunately, we not being from here, we're a little short. Our coffers are a little light.
Hmm.
If
Yes, how much
you
did
understand my meaning.
how much did the captain say the repairs would be?
150.
Hmm.
At least that's what Snacks gauged. That's what Snacks gauged for us.
Mhm.
We have 80 to put towards it, and we don't want it to hinder our progress. And we know how important this mission is to both yourself and the captain. And we'd request your assistance in putting forth money to make sure that we stay on course.
She kind of, as soon as you say the amount, she's already kind of turned away from you and is rifling through one of the cabinets. And then turning back, she just brings with her a rather hefty-looking coin purse and just tosses it to you and says, I should cover the sale.
Oh, and I looked at Iris and Glacy. I'm like, that was easier than I thought it would be. Are you sure? Are you sure? I mean,
Well, this mission is being funded by the coin of the crown. And, well, if we didn't return the egg, it was a dragon egg being sold in a black market bazaar in Driftwood. If we invited the ire of a dragon to our city, it could be thousands of lives lost. This is for the good of the whole Sindrian sphere.
no, it is for the greater good. Okay, understood.
Just smile and nod, my dude.
I look at Glacy and I smile and I nod, and that's all that I can do because that seems to be the right thing to do. Adam, shut your mouth.
The crown will cover the solar sails, but if you are landing at a port, I would wonder if there's something else you could purchase.
Oh.
You name it.
Well, I've heard from Miss Katachan that this is not a particularly reputable setting, but you should still be able to find it. I've heard that there are merchants at these sorts of ports. I was thinking perhaps you could buy a pair of sending stones. If they have them.
Do we know what those are?
Yeah, they're not particularly difficult to find back in on the Star of Lorien, where you guys are from. They're not like sold in every single store, but they're not that difficult to find, so you might know about them. Glacy definitely would. So they would be, just for everyone's reference, they would be just a pair of stones that would act almost like a telephone. You could talk through them and hear out the other.
Ah, okay. That's neat.
Well, my concern was that once we arrive at Galahad's Arrow, some crew will need to stay on the ship, and we don't know what we're getting ourselves into on the Comet. So I imagine the captain will be sending you all as a boarding party in order to secure the environment, and once it's safe, it would be helpful if you could let the rest of the crew know, and then we could bring the egg. I don't want to put it into any danger, since we don't know what we're walking into.
makes perfect sense. So yeah, we can get you your sending stones. No problem, Chansey.
Good. Thank you.
Hmm.
If there is any gold remaining from the bundle that I've given you for the sales, if the sale doesn't cost as much as Snacks imagined it would, then please keep it for yourselves to spend.
At this point, Adam's like, he's just holding out the coin purse, like at arm's length, like, this, this isn't my money.
Lacey sighs as she goes over and takes the bag from him.
Thank you.
So the bundle she's given you is 150 gold.
Noise.
Nice.
We appreciate it, Chansey. Thank you.
Of course, you are aiding not just the Valinor Hawk and myself, you're aiding everyone in the Sindrian sphere.
No pressure.
Indeed. Was there anything else you needed?
Was there anything else we needed, guys?
It was only
Out of
the-
character. Was there anything else?
Out of character?
No.
No, it's just the money to fix the sale. But yeah, I mean, is there anything else we'd like to ask, Chansey? Since we're here.
I do have one question for Chansey.
Yes.
Given our current mission and the hopes that returning this dragon egg doesn't bring the ire of a dragon upon countless thousands upon thousands of people, if you were to see it as a percentage of success, what do you see our success rate at, Chansey?
Well, it all depends if we can intercept Galahad's arrow. Once we're on the comet, if nothing stands in our way, then I'm sure dragons are intelligent creatures. They would understand our intentions and not harm us. Well, hopefully, at least.
Oh, turnips.
But I suppose it's difficult to say. Too many factors to take into account.
But is it greater than nothing?
Of course.
Good enough for me. Listen, there is no.
I don't know our chances of success. I just know that, well, it needs to be done.
It needs to be done.
It will be done.
It will be done.
Good.
We're sorry to have bothered you, Chansey.
Oh, it's no bother at all.
And I'm going to go back to my bunk before I lawful stupid my way into something else.
I kind of want to ask how the dragon egg is doing. It's been in like the back of my mind. Am I allowed to ask that? Like, how
You
is?
can ask whatever you want.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, before we go, or before I go, Chansey, how is our extra passenger doing?
Yeah, she makes her way over to the kind of fold of clothing where they hide the egg, and she unfolds it to show the egg again. It's kind of still that kind of crystalline shell that's ever so slightly see-through, and you can kind of see something more solid towards the center of it, and it does very gently pulse with this soft kind of purple glow, almost the color of your hat, Iris.
Oh my stars. I still can't believe it. I never imagined I would be this close to a dragon's egg.
Okay. I think that's good. We'll just
Yeah,
give it
it's
a
back.
sec for stream. Just so that nothing's cut off, we'll give it 1 second. There we go. Okay. We are going to wrap up soon, but I just wanted to not cut off like that. So
Woohoo!
we'll try to quickly wrap up so that we don't have another one occur.
Okay.
But Iris, you ask. She says, I'm not particularly familiar with dragon rearing, but I was left instructions from my mother on how to look after it. Oh, did we just go unstable again?
Did we? It looks like it's.
It just flashed. It might be okay. I don't know. I'm gonna
I think.
continue.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, it's good on my end here.
But I was left instructions, so I suppose it's doing all right.
Hmm. Can I make like any sort of check to see?
Yeah, I imagine you probably also would not be particularly familiar with dragon physiology, but yeah, you can make just a general either animal handling, nature, or medicine. Either any of those would work.
Oh, they're all +3. Ooh.
Then just pick which one you feel is best.
Let's go with. Mm, yeah, nature.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you take a look at it, and it just sort of hits you as soon as you turn to look at the egg. You know nothing about dragons.
We know nothing
So
about dragons.
it could have died a week ago, and you would have no idea.
Oh my.
The
God.
best estimate that you have is, well, it's pulsing with light, so that's probably good, right?
Yeah,
That's about all you have.
that's all I got. Hmm. It looks to be doing good, though. I am not very familiar with the physiology. How do you freaking say that word?
Uh,
Physiology?
Physiology.
Yeah.
Nor am
Yes.
I myself, but I imagine it's still doing all right. Dragons are resilient creatures.
Hmm. So I've heard.
In any case, we're probably treating it better than it was on the black markets.
Hmm.
Was that all?
Oh, yes. Sorry to bother you.
No, of course, it's no bother. She like folds the cloth back over the egg.
Well, that will be all from us. Come, Glacy. You need to go and lie down.
Yes. This point, I keep calling you mom.
And I will continue to scrunch my face whenever I'm called mom.
Yeah, so you guys leave the captain's quarters, and Chansey closes the door behind you guys as you make your way to busy yourselves with the rest of your day. So we'll end the session here.
Yeah, before it decides to.
Alright, decides to do that again.
Itself again.
Okay, so off the top of our heads, does anything interfere with next week? I'm gonna try to move through it quickly.
None that I'm aware of.
I should be good.
I don't think so. I'll
Okay.
let you know.
Yeah, let me know. I may have something. I'm not sure at this moment in time. It'll be hard to say
Yeah.
until it's a little closer. Something may interfere. If that happens, I'll probably be able to tell you at least a day or so before. In that case, it would maybe just be a cancel unless we're all somehow free on a different day. But that's probably hard to do. But I'm gonna try to make sure that Monday's okay.
No.
But I'll keep you guys posted.
You
Okay.
take care.
So, you guys can head out, but before we do so, tell everybody where they can find you, starting with Glacy.
As usual, Sorcerer Scalesi is, or you can find me pretty much everywhere. Just type in my name in Google and you can find me. Easy peasy.
Very well.
Easy.
Then next, tell everyone where they can find you, Jotun.
You guys can find me here on Twitch on Jotun Red Wolf, twitch.tv/Jotun Red Wolf, or on Twitter at Jotun Red Wolf CH.
And last but not least, tell everybody where they can find you, Rika.
Sup, potential cool cats. You can find me here, Rika35 on Twitch and YouTube, and Twitter is Rika35 does art.
Very well, very well. So,
Oops.
thank you all for tuning in, even if we did have 700 technical difficulties during that one stream. Apologies for the split up stream and the split up VOD, but it is what it is. Sometimes the internet just doesn't want to behave. So, in the future, we will have join us for more 20-second installments of Beyond the Eye. Eventually, we'll get there. Maybe around session 4000 or so. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let's send everybody to someone else. Let's see. I think Boomy's playing GTA 5. Let's send everybody to Boomy. Boomy is playing GTA 5, so go watch her play that. Hopefully she's having a better connection than I am. Boomy, for reference, is in our Dreamwalker campaign, playing Duja, the Loxodon Barbarian. So go watch her, and have a good night, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys for the next stream on Wednesday for more Seas of Sand at 7:30ish, depending on their schedule. Have a good night. Take care, everyone.
Night.
Boy, boy.
Farewell.